Hello again, Tactician! After a brief pause mostly caused by the Ultramar event that I wanted to get as much out of as possible to get my Calgar to the Legendary Star and badges for several key heroes, the Mythic Journey series returns with Kariyan! Getting him there took a lot of onslaughts and finally happened on the 9th of December. And I still needed to get my Trajan up to speed, but now all the puzzle pieces are in place and the great work can continue. Mission 1. Defeat 4 big target enemies with Kariyan in one battle. As far as I can tell, and feel free to correct me in the comments, because Kariyan can't enter the Tyrannid campaign event, there is currently only one readily available stage with enough big targets, which is Elite Mirror Octarius 37, with its 4 Tyrannid warriors, so that's where I went.
Alright, so Kariyan's first Mythic Journey mission needs him to defeat 4 big target enemies in one fight, and if you skipped the theoretical part of this and went right here, that means Elite Mirror Octarius 37, because there are 4 Tyrannid warriors here. Now, the inconvenient part about this is that Kariyan will trigger his single target passive when fighting them, which kinda sucks for the AoE ability of the warriors, but well, it should still be fine at this point in the game's life cycle. I don't really think the tanks will be able to kill steal any of the warriors, but well, something to keep in mind. And since I had a long day with the quest and with family happenings, yes, today is the 10th of December, Wednesday for me, I'm kinda not in the mood and just want to get this done, so sorry if I sound tired, annoyed, or whatever. I just want to be done. Boom, headshot, and that should be the mission done. And it indeed is. Perfect.
Mission 2. Deal 100,000 damage with Kariyan in one turn. This is definitely a guild raid mission. And cheesing the Thaumakus side boss fight aside, you will want a boss on a map where you can reliably exploit high ground, and Trajan, Dante, and possibly Nicodemus to ensure you can use a fully charged Kariyan's active on the last turn with him at or below 50% HP and benefiting from all 3 extra hits for his Boss Crusher passive. I did it against the Mythic Gascal in a very experimental run. This was the first time I deployed Trajan in a raid, and I was 100% focused on setting up for the last turn, so I played it rather poorly. One thing to complain about is that my card reliably doesn't get brought below 50% taking the Daka at range without the Dante's damage dealt debuff on Gaz, but dies when taking it in melee, even with the debuff. The moment of truth. Will my Kariyan hit the 100k even without the extra hits from Dante? Oh yes, he will. Mission done. Mission 3. Use the active ability 20 times with Kariyan. Very easily and cheaply doable in your favorite Groticide stage in Mirror Octarius.
For his third Mythic Journey mission, Kariyan needs to use his active ability 20 times, and that should be really easy to do in Exempli Gratia Octarius Mirror 44, which happens to be my favorite stage, and it will be quite easy without any mental effort whatsoever if you bring Titus, who has the added benefit of counting ability uses like this. So once Titus is fueled by Fury is at level 20, assuming you haven't used any other abilities, you're done. So time to get to it. Though to be fair, the cooldown on Kariyan's active is annoyingly low. Long is what I meant to say. Semi-used to doing an ability every other turn from spamming them with Barakiel and Ahriman for ability uses, missions, for the HRE missions or whatever. On the other hand, it does give your grots plenty of time to sprout more, so maybe there will be less downtime overall. Okay, this has to be at least 4 abilities used so far. So 4.5. I'm gonna call that 4 3/4. May have been able to use one on the previous turn. Okay, so what's the actual count? 10. Halfway there. I just wish this could be automated somehow, because it is kinda brain dead. It's 12? 13, nice. Making steady progress. Having oodles of fun. And most importantly, smashing tons of grots. It was 14 or 15, I don't know. Titus does, that's enough. Another +1 and 15. Okay, 5 to go. Four to go. Three to go. Two to go. One left. Just double check. Yes, one left. Oh, come on. Long cooldown and me not paying attention. Anyway, that should be the 20th Kariyan's active, so time to finish the stage and move on to bigger or better or maybe both things. There, mission done. Lovely.
Mission 4. Defeat 8 enemies with Kariyan in one turn. Very easily done in any open terrain Mirror Octarius stage with Grots.
For the 4th Kariyan's Mythic Journey mission, you need him to defeat 8 enemies in one turn, which pleasantly surprised me because I expected him to need to destroy a raid boss like similar raid focused heroes, and this one is going to be easy. Just park Kariyan somewhere in a flat area with a lot of open terrain in Mirror Octarius with Grots. Get him surrounded and spawn a few spare Grots that he can battle fatigue, and RNG giving, that should happen. I want a few more Grots for this, or well, more like to have them in the right places. There. Okay, so that's 6 plus 4 potential targets. Gonna adjust positioning a little bit so that one Grot in the second line doesn't move away. Come on, I need more Grots! More Grots! That's a few more Grots, good. And I'm gonna roll the dice, and if I get 2 extra battle fatigues from the 5 battle fatigable enemies, the mission will be done. So wish me luck. Fuck you, game! Well, there's always the next try.
Mission 5. Deal an amount of power, piercing and eviscerating damage with Kariyan. Most of this mission, namely the piercing and eviscerating damage, is easily done in a guild raid, but this close to the mythic power boost I really didn't want to burn a raid ticket, so I improvised. The piercing damage can be done on the Tyrannid warriors in Elite Mirror Octarius 37 and 38 in about 10 entries total, and the eviscerating and power damage can be done in any Mirror Octarius stage with Grots.
The 5th and final Mythic Journey mission for Kariyan is to deal a smorgasbord of all of his damage types in, well, any amount of battles. So I'm gonna start with the piercing, and for that I think the best stage, outside of doing it in a raid, which I don't want to waste on this and don't have the ticket anyway, is the Elite Mirror Octarius 37 with its 4 big target Tyrannid warriors at roughly 2.5k each, so that's potentially 10,000 piercing damage per run if you do it perfectly and always manage to hit the Tyrannid warrior with Kariyan's passive, which is gonna be tricky now because I will run out of the Tyrannids. Not happy, not happy, I say. So looks like realistically it's gonna be only 7.5k, and since the piercing portion of this mission is, I believe, 80,000, that means I will need a little over 10 runs of this stage to get this part done. Oh well, I will get it done over time. For the Eviscerating part of Kariyan's final Mythic Journey mission, I recommend the Galgord's Elite stage in Mirror Octarius, because the grots that will be spawning from the summon grots actually have slightly more than 1250 HP, and as such you only need to kill 40 of them with Kariyan's active, and you're done. So I'm gonna set up for that. Now you want to start by killing off everything really, and if you don't use any abilities, then Titus can be your counter, so that's how I'm gonna do it. There, you die. Just be careful not to kill or scare off all the grots and you will be fine. So that is kill number 1. Nope. Get Titus healable by Isabella. Move Dante to destroy the tank because it's annoying me. There, boom. Now move Kariyan in this corner and make a tunnel path around Isabella. And eventually the grots will find their way to Dante, to Kariyan, to get killed by him. Like that. So that's kill number 2. There. That's kill number 3, and see, the summoned grots have a little more HP, so let's average out to 1250, and after 40 grots killed like this, your mission is done. Now, I don't want to drag this all too long, so I'm gonna cut the video here and, well, skip to the Le Grande Finale! And sometime later I finally reach the damage quotas and am done with the grind. Now I can ascend Kariyan and bask in the glory of another power-crept as fuck hero with an immediate 10% damage boost to his big hit. Lovely! Oh, where the hell is he? There, ascend. Okay, let's give him the ceremonial blade because might as well. And with that, we're at the end of this video, so I hope it helped you, or at least entertained you, and I'm expecting to see you in the next one. Toodles for now, Kariyan out.